How's it going, viewers? Still wondering what to do with that friend you think has been lying? Whether it's something minor or major, we all feel super embarrassed when we're on the receiving end of a lie. Lucky for you, there are signs you can look for next time to see if they're being dishonest. Here's a hint: it's all in the body language. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Are they always on their phones? Does their voice crack when they talk to you? Do they make eye contact when you speak to them? We're talking all that and more. The first thing you should look out for is eye contact, or in this case, a lack thereof. While shifting eyes are not always a sign of someone lying, a nervous person will have a hard time looking you in the eye. This is especially true if you're putting pressure on them. Not only is there a lack of eye contact, a liar's eyes will go in a certain direction. There are lots of people who just don't do well in public. A person who's naturally antisocial will usually keep their eyes to the ground. This is also something a person will do if they're trying to remember something. But if a friend who usually does make eye contact is looking away from you, check to see if their eyes are moving to the top left or right corners. This is a sign of a lie. Keep in mind, if your friend is a skilled liar, they're probably aware of the ways their eyes behave under pressure. Many liars find ways to cheat. When a poker player is pulling a trick, they will oftentimes rub their eyes as a way to look more natural. This is why you should pay attention to people's hand movements. Don't get me wrong, people naturally move their hands. If anything, it's more suspicious if a person moves while keeping their hands at their sides. But there's a balance to things. It's also pretty weird when a person is moving their hands around way too much. This is often a sign that they're nervous. Perhaps you're getting close to discovering a secret they really don't want revealed. Studies show that people who gesture with both hands are usually lying about something. Think about it, when a person is calm, cool, and collected, they're not going to be using wild hand movements to emphasize their points. They just sit there and talk. When a person is lying, their physical gestures often won't align with what they are saying. I'm not just talking about their hands. Have you ever heard a person say yes while noticing their head nodding no? This is another telltale sign your friend might be lying. Their mouth is telling you one thing while their body is telling you something entirely different. A person's hands should usually remain at their waist level. Most people don't really use their hands in conversation unless it's necessary to do so. If they're constantly flailing their arms around, something is usually wrong. A liar will often have their arms and legs crossed as well. This usually signifies defensiveness. A person who's lying will try their best to keep themselves comfortable during a confrontation. If you're sitting down while talking to this person, watch what they do with their legs. They will do certain movements without even realize they're doing them. In the end, this only draws more eyes to them, especially if crossing their legs and arms isn't something they usually do. A person who's confident and honest will act naturally. They won't be doing anything out of the ordinary. They will simply sit and have a conversation with you. They're not trying to hide anything or deceive you. Let's go back to the eyes for a second. If you suspect your friend is keeping something from you, make sure you watch their blinking. This is one of the biggest giveaways a liar has to offer. A person who's lying will sometimes blink uncontrollably. They can't help it. It's almost like your questions have gotten in their head like a nervous tick. It's also possible that they blink too little. This is known as infrequent blinking. In many cases, infrequent blinking is involuntary and brought on by things like Parkinson's disease. If a person is voluntarily keeping themselves from blinking, it could be a sign that they're trying to pass for someone they're not. This kind of behavior is normally accompanied by a few other mannerisms we've been talking about. Here's something else you should look for that you probably didn't consider. Have you ever noticed a person leaning away from you during a conversation? This is a big red flag when it comes to lying. Unless they're signaling that they need to go to the bathroom, people don't just lean away from you when you're talking to them. It's not like they're some drunk person who's swaying back and forth. They're literally leaning outwards like they're about to run away. People who trust each other and are comfortable talking will usually lean towards each other. Just look at any couple in a coffee shop or restaurant. When you're comfortable talking with someone, you're going to want to be as close to them as possible. When you're uncomfortable and you feel like you're being confronted, it's the exact opposite. You're going to try to do whatever you can to get out of the situation. You may be so desperate that your body tries to physically leave the conversation. But it's still not that easy. If a friend is pressing you for answers, it looks bad if you just walk away from them. To fight the instinct of fleeing, your brain pulls your body back to the conversation. This leaves your body in a position where you're leaning outward as if to escape. Anyone who can read basic body language will see this and notice something's up. Where were you last night? Why didn't you reply to my texts? So-and-so saw you flirting with so-and-so. Is it true? These are also questions someone would want to avoid if they're being dishonest. One of the worst signs your friend is lying to you is when they actively try to avoid conversation. Never mind not answering your messages, I'm talking about when you're having a face-to-face discussion. Are you noticing your friend staring off into space when you ask them an important question? Are they leaning back in their chair and then leaning forward? This may be their brain's method of avoiding conversation with you. This happens when they know they're about to get in trouble. It's kind of their last attempt to save themselves. If you're at a restaurant, your friend will be so flustered that they sometimes won't even touch their food. They may instead go straight to their phone, aimlessly reading whatever they can find in order to distract themselves from answering you. If they do answer you, it's usually in the form of a one-word answer. How was your day? Good. Whatever puts their mind at ease. This is especially worrisome if your friend has suddenly developed this habit. Of course, there are some people who are naturally uncomfortable in social settings. People with conditions like ADHD have a tough time just sitting down. The next time you're around them, ask yourself, have they just started acting like this out of nowhere, or is this part of their personality? Liars may also behave in the exact opposite way. Instead of avoiding conversation with lousy one-word responses, they may begin to talk uncontrollably. This is a definite sign they're lying to you. It shows that they're on the defensive. Have you ever called someone out for something they did and they instantly begin talking your ear off? Just excuse after excuse. So-and-so said you were talking about me. What's with that? What? That's stupid. This is usually the response when you've caught them red-handed, and their first instinct is to deny the accusation. But it doesn't stop there. You see, whether they're being accused of a small lie or a horrific crime, an innocent person will answer the question and leave it alone. They don't just start yelling and screaming. This is what liars do to avoid being caught. Notice how they never really answer whether they did it or not. They just keep blabbing, digging the hole deeper and deeper for themselves. After a few minutes, they will begin to expand their lie. This is all in an effort to flip things on you. Why would I say something bad about you? You're my best friend. Tell me why. No, you tell me right now. If they do talk too much in this situation, try also paying attention to their voice. It may crack. This is another common giveaway to tell if someone's lying. Now, it can be really funny to hear another adult's voice crack. It's like they're going through puberty all over again. But if you're worried your friend might be lying, hearing their voice crack can be really concerning. This means they're nervous you may catch them in their lie. Now, again, don't get me wrong, some people just have a naturally high voice, but a liar's voice will switch from normal to high in a matter of seconds. You'll definitely notice this change. Their voice becomes high-pitched because they're nervous you'll find out what they're hiding. This high-pitched tone is usually accompanied by other mannerisms we talked about earlier. Watch for their arms flailing with out-of-control hand movements. They may also start blinking like crazy. Whatever the signs are, if they start acting out of the ordinary, you know something's up. Catching your friend in a lie is a terrible feeling. It means they took you for a fool. This can leave you feeling embarrassed. The human mind is a complex thing. That's just putting it lightly. Let's keep the conversation going with a couple related videos, shall we? Here's what you need to know. Check out 12 signs someone's being fake to you. You should also try 9 subtle signs your friend wants to be more than friends. Go ahead, click one, or better yet watch both and learn more about the people in your life. What's the worst lie a friend ever told you? Let us know in the comments below.